Why is it that certain individuals develop a dislike for you when you've never given them any reason? Why, even when you act with kindness, show respect, and harbor good intentions, do you occasionally encounter icy glares, baseless criticism, or quiet animosity? But consider this: it might not actually be about you at all. What if this animosity is masking something far more profound? Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher, devoted a portion of his writings to exploring the psychological processes that lead people to reject, disparage, or even despise those who rise above the ordinary. Throughout this video, you will learn why certain individuals harbor an unexplained hatred toward you and what that reveals about their character. More importantly, you'll find out how to convert this experience into a source of personal power. Make sure to watch until the very end, because nature's ultimate lesson may permanently shift your perspective on criticism and judgment. Point 1. People aren't always against you because of your true self. The initial truth can be difficult to swallow. In the majority of cases, people aren't responding to you personally. They are responding to the symbol you embody. You might be a composed, driven, self-controlled, or self-assured individual. Nonetheless, certain individuals will instantly become uncomfortable around you simply because your presence serves as a reminder of their own unrealized potential. When another person observes a trait in you that they desire but never cultivated, it generates internal conflict. That conflict frequently evolves into envy, and when envy is not recognized, it morphs into fault-finding rather than an honest confession. The mind chooses to say, "I wish I were like that person," but instead admits, "I don't care for them." This path is more convenient, simpler, and kinder to the ego. Nietzsche had a thorough grasp of this mechanism. In his view, numerous moral assessments stem from resentment rather than any objective truth. Resentment is the feeling that pushes a disappointed individual to belittle what they are unable to attain. Second point, your accomplishments are far more unsettling to others than your shortcomings. Take a close look at societal dynamics. When a person falters, sympathy is often extended, yet when they thrive, criticism emerges abruptly, for success functions as a reflective surface. It exposes the hard work certain individuals choose to avoid. Someone who engages in self-improvement makes others uncomfortably aware of their own rationalizations. An individual with self-control highlights the absence of discipline in others. A brave person inadvertently brings to light the anxieties of those observing them. What truly disturbs them isn't your achievement itself, but the emotions your success stirs within them. Nietzsche remarked that the most extraordinary people are frequently misinterpreted by their own era. The more progress you make, the greater the chance you'll inspire admiration alongside enmity. This is the cost of standing out. Third point, human beings are afraid of what eludes their comprehension. People are drawn to the familiar. Anything that mirrors the common majority feels safe and comforting. Anything that deviates from the established standard appears menacing. When you adopt unconventional thoughts, decline to conform with the masses, or challenge established convictions, you run the risk of being viewed as a threat. This comes not from your being wicked, but from your being unusual. Throughout history, communities have commonly ostracized those who have the courage to think independently. Innovators, artists, pioneers, and nonconformists all have faced rejection before eventually gaining acceptance. By declining to meet others' expectations, you unsettle their feeling of safety. A lot of people choose to attack things they don't grasp, instead of making an effort to grasp them. 4. Your self-assurance annoys those who are insecure, and a further cause for unjustified dislike is your confidence. Take note, it's not arrogance, it's self-confidence. Someone who fully embraces themselves holds tremendous strength. They never constantly chase after validation, they never plead for approval, nor do they live by what others expect. This deeply unsettles people who rely on outside praise to feel valuable. Your straightforward confidence may be seen as arrogance, your tranquility as aloofness, and your self-reliance as contempt. The truth is that many view life through the filter of their own hurts, and they fail to see your true self. They perceive only what their fears suggest. 5. As you develop further, you end up losing more people. This is a reality that not many embrace. Personal development has a cost. When you change, certain bonds will inevitably dissolve. Those who felt at ease with your former self might perceive the new you as a threat. They liked the uncertain version, the one who second-guessed everything, and the one who remained on their plane. However, once you begin chasing your aspirations with resolve, some view it as treason. They aren't eager to evolve alongside you. They prefer you to remain stagnant. As Nietzsche stated, self-realization frequently demands solitude, and that aloneness is not a penalty. It can be an indication that you are heading the correct way. 6. Dislike frequently masks admiration. It might appear odd, but certain critiques conceal a kind of respect. Certain individuals endlessly discuss those they say they detest. They watch them, track them, critique them, and dissect them. Why invest such effort in a person who supposedly means nothing? Because at a deeper level, that individual holds a significant space in their thoughts. Compulsive loathing frequently points to a hidden attraction. This isn't to claim that every critique stems from envy, but rather that certain animosity arises from unfulfilled longing. 7. What would nature recommend when confronted with dislike, and which mindset should you adopt? Make an effort to gratify everybody, perpetually defend your actions, and alter who you are in order to fit in. Nature would likely reject this, since living to meet others' standards is not a genuine existence. The harder you work to satisfy everyone, the more your sense of self erodes. Genuine liberty starts the moment you acknowledge an essential truth. You have no power over how others perceive you. You only manage how you respond to their views. Feedback can either break you or serve as motivation for your progress. The decision lies with you. So why do certain individuals dislike you without apparent cause? Because at times you embody what they lack the courage to be, because your advancement forces them to face their own boundaries, because your uniqueness questions their fixed beliefs, because your assurance reveals their vulnerabilities, and occasionally just because you decline to exist by their standards. Bear in mind, the most extraordinary figures in history were never universally adored. They faced criticism, ridicule, and rejection, yet they continued advancing. Thus, the true query is not, why do others hate me, but rather, will I allow their opinions to define my existence? If your response is negative, you already enjoy greater freedom than the average individual.